lifelong interest in healing, Dr. Linda Salvin pursued an advanced degree in epidemiology. Then, after dramatic near-death experiences, Dr. Linda saw the other side and returned with gifts of insight, visions, and revealed wisdom. Now those gifts are ongoing, and she's here to share them with you. Get ready to be amazed. It's time for Dr. Linda Salvin's Psychic Solutions podcast with America's original radio psychic, Dr. Linda Salvin, offering up her always fascinating blend of psychic psychology, clairvoyant insights, and expert guests and alternative healing methods. So pull up a chair and get ready for a visit with the one and only Dr. Linda. And now, live from Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Linda Salvin.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's another Psychic Solutions podcast. I am Dr. Linda, and this is the Wednesday show, which was a different title with the Recovery Wednesday, but it's in a way we're still recovering. We're just not doing 12-step discussions with Candy Finnegan because she got so busy she can't do the show anymore. So I'm going to just have guests on, or I'll have the lines open if you want to call in. But today I'm bringing back somebody that you've been very familiar with because she was with me on the Tuesday show for many months. It's my friend Dr. Sharon Winters. Let's bring Sharon on, and we're going to talk about healing with gut cleansing and detox. Hello, Sharon. It's nice to see you again.
It's nice to be back on a Wednesday, not a Tuesday, but
yeah, maybe we can do this more frequently, but you're going to be traveling. I'll be traveling, but I'd love to have you back and we can get it going again, especially on the Wednesday show.
Yeah.
So Sharon is a naturopath. Sharon has been helping people for 40 plus years. Sharon beat cancer in the 70s. Sharon has gotten into all the natural supplements, but today we're going to talk about one of the product companies that she swears by, which I've been taking as well. And it helps to detox your body at the cellular level. It helps to improve your gut health. People have lost weight, built muscle, sleep better, skin is better. Why don't you talk about this amazing product line and what it's done for you? But before you do, give us the background of how you beat cancer.
So I was an actress in my late teens and early 20s, and I got cancer when I was 25.
Should we say you were in Batman?
Yes, I was Catgirl on the original.
Yeah, Catgirl.
Wait, I got to show you this. Hold on.
Okay, so Sharon Winters was Catgirl in Batman, everybody. We were kids. I was
made me these. Boom.
Oh my God, those days.
From Batman.
That is so funny. Were you in the Batmobile? Did you ride in the Batmobile?
I did. I absolutely rode in the Batmobile. Yeah.
I remember before I got my driver's license, and my mom and the family, wherever we were going down the 101, going into Hollywood, and the Batmobile was parked right at Cahuenga and I don't know, Ventura Boulevard. And you could always see the Batmobile just sitting there in a parking lot when they weren't filming. That goes back to the 60s.
Yeah.
Were you working the show when you got sick, or was it after?
No, it was after. I came to Los Angeles, and 2 weeks later, it was the first thing I ever did. I was 18 years old, and I landed Batman. I mean, I've been very, very, very fortunate. And then I did 30 shows, Banachek, Rockford File, Police Story. I was in Westworld, just IMDb me. But it's really interesting because I got cancer. I went on my journey. I was cured through Dr. William Donald Kelly. And after I was cured, I studied under him, and that became my passion. But 50 years ago, I didn't know anybody that had cancer. Now 1 in 2 people will get some form of cancer, and there's reasons why. But
the food, the environment, the air, the supplements, the things that the detergents, we're being intoxicated everywhere.
What my book's about, I have a 500-page book called.
Where did I put it? It's here somewhere. Go on. I have to find it. I reorganized the desk.
Anyway, it's you can just Google The Pure Cure, and it'll come up. It's a longer title. The Pure Cure: Complete Guide to Freeing Your Life from Dangerous Toxins. But just before we get into it, a side note. So I gave up the business for 40 years. I had no desire to go back. Just the thought of getting an agent and a manager and pictures and going through what you have to go through. But about 4 years ago, it's like one Sunday morning, God came to me And I spoke out. I want to get back into acting. Long story short, 2 weeks later, I'm starring in a film.
And I saw that film in December, and now it's in is it going to France? Is it
at the Cannes Film Festival?
Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations.
You know, I mean, and I got first billing. They gave me first billing after not being in the industry for 40 years. First billing, and do you want to go to Cannes? No, I don't want to go to Cannes. But
Why?
It'd be a lot of work. And
In the old days, you would have jumped at it.
In the old days, but this, this is,
it's hard to travel now. It's not fun like it used to be.
I'm doing traveling. I was in Nashville last week. I'm leaving for Texas, Austin next week, and then I'm going to Portugal, which I'm really looking forward to. That's going to be. I'm really looking forward to that.
Be in Portugal?
How about what?
How long will you be?
Just a week.
That's going to be fun. That's going to be beautiful. Good for you. Good for you. So yeah, never mind the Cannes Film Festival. They'll just nominate you, or if you win something, they'll pick up the award on your behalf, right?
Yes, right. Anyway, anyway, it was nice. It's nice to come back and get first billing, and it's being it was at the Chinese Grauman Theater, and it actually was up for one of the better films, which. It is what it is.
We had fun. That was a good night. That was fun. I brought some friends of mine, and it was funny. It was a little spooky. It was well written. It was the direction. It made you think. It made you think. I liked the ending, and you kind of wonder where it's all going. But the whole film, it was fun, and you're going to have more. You'll do more.
I am doing more, but I'm doing a film called I don't know. Maybe at my age, I'm good for horror films.
No, I don't think so. I think that's how you get your feet wet again, and then you evolve.
Another horror film. And,
when does that film?
In a couple of months, I'm supposed to be doing it. It's called Death Realm: The Haunting Begins.
Okay, so we'll have spirits all around and people from the dead talking. Is that what it is?
Doing, being in those is a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
I bet it is. I bet.
It's a great group of people, and I'm blessed. It's my passion is healing. Healing. Oh, what can I say that word? Yes, I can, because I'm not talking about anything specific.
Yes, you can, and you're not in any scrutiny here. Oh, there's your cat. Which one's this? Hello.
This is Franny. Franny.
Hi, Franny. Franny.
Franny, can you move, please?
Yeah, okay. Cat woman and cat.
Yeah. So,
but you developed a passion for healing because of what you experienced to help yourself, to help others.
When I got ill, I didn't know anybody that had cancer, and it was a very scary time. It's scary anyway when you know people, but I didn't know anybody, and I know what those feelings are like, and I don't want anybody to have to go through that. Disease is just an outer manifestation of an internal imbalance. And if you feed the body what it needs, the dis-ease will take care of itself. And, 95% of all diseases are from toxins.
Right.
And so we need to, that's why I love this program, because it's not just one thing. It gets rid of, and it's a 90-day detox program. And in 90 days, glyphosate, and I'll get into it a little bit what glyphosate is, heavy metals, microplastics. So we consume a credit card worth of plastic in our bodies in a week.
A week.
Put that into and parasites. So we're getting rid of those while we're building the immune system. We're building your muscles and burning fat. And
here's a credit card. Hold on. Here's a credit card, standard credit card size, with all of the crap out there in food, detergent, air, exhaust, clothing.
Everything is wrapped in plastic. Our supplements come in plastic. So you think you're taking good supplements, but you're getting the plastic. This company is a 99% plastic-free company.
Well, they use bamboo, they use hemp, and
tree sap.
Tree sap. Forgot the third.
Well, so I put it in my compost. I've got a little garden now, so I put it in my compost bin, and it dissolves in about 5 days.
And then you put it in the plants.
I haven't put the compost yet in the plants, but I've got it's not ready yet.
Okay.
So,
You're becoming more and more the environmentalist, but what does it do environmentally to us as humans? When we ingest the products, there's 4 or 5 different products. There's a whole system between the drink and the tablets and the
it's
biome. Go through the.
So the first thing you want to do when you wake up is take these aminos and because it was developed by a doctor who was treating cancer patients, stomach cancer patients, and they were in comas, and he noticed that their muscles were wasting away, and he developed this this plant protein, and it goes directly into the muscles in 23 minutes.
3 minutes, which is why it's called amino 23, right?
Right, and it's got a 99 nitrogen utilization. So most of the time, we absorb maybe 13 to 30% protein. This is 99%, and it could take up to 3 days to absorb it, and this is in 23 minutes. So
and you feel it when I take it. I just within a half hour, not even. I'm starting to feel awake, energized, not spacey and not speedy, but just, something's going on inside the body, which is great. You're not buzzed.
It builds muscles, it burns fat, it tightens your skin. It's a pre-digested protein, and it goes directly into those tissues, which is incredible, with a 99% net nitrogen utilization in 23 minutes. I mean, athletes are on it, and 5 tablets is equivalent to 20 grams of regular protein. So you want to do 10 tablets a day. I like to have my clients, I call it my 30-30 rule. So not rule, but program.
Yeah.
So within 30 minutes, you want to take them, because we lose muscle mass when we're sleeping. So it's one of the first things you want to do. And if you're on intermittent fasting, it doesn't interrupt it, because it doesn't go through the digestive system.
It goes straight into the muscle.
Right. So that's the first thing you want to do. And then 30 minutes later, you want to make your power shake. And it tastes like fruits, and it's equal
apple. It's got an apple berry flavor.
It's equivalent to 6 servings of organic vegetables, micro vegetables. I mean, it's the ultimate source. It's got spirulina, it's got wheatgrass, and it helps to detox heavy metals out of your body and the microplastics. And then you take one of my favorite, everybody needs to be on it, but it is a pill that gets rid of, in 60 days, clinical studies, that gets rid of 78.5% of glyphosate. And glyphosate is the active ingredient in Roundup, and that's Monsanto. And it's in 95% of the food that we eat. It's even in organic, and it is I'd say the most toxic thing that you can put into your body. Glyphosate destroys the microbiome, which is the gut of humans, which is the root cause
of disease,
all modern diseases. And that's why everybody has leaky gut, whether they know it or not. They have leaky gut. And
so when we fix the gut, we're going to maintain our nutrition. We're going to feed our body, and what you promote is nutrition to the body that we are not getting on our own. So this feeds the body to help heal our body, right?
One of the things I love about it is this is a program that gets to the source. It just doesn't treat the symptoms, because even in naturopathy, they're substituting certain vitamins and minerals as treating the symptom. This gets to the source. So we're detoxing heavy metal, plastics, microbiome, parasites. It's a complete program. And then at night you want to take it. It's like sour tart cherries, and this product's incredible, because it's equivalent to 6 servings of antioxidants, like of blueberries. but it starts to restore your melatonin in your body.
And it helps with the circadian rhythm so you sleep.
Right. And not only that, but it repairs the serotonin. Now your serotonin is your happy hormone, and it's made in the gut. And because we all have leaky gut, we don't have serotonin. Is there any wonder why the number one drug in this country
Antidepressants.
I hear all the time, I feel so happy, because we're repairing the gut so that the serotonin now can be made and stays in the gut. And then on
what a concept. The pharmaceutical companies don't want us to know. This company, I don't want to say the name, but if you're interested, people, you can always contact me or Sharon after we're off the air, and all that information goes out at the end of the show. And when you download the program and you're really interested in your gut health and that of your family and friends, this opportunity is amazing for everybody. I have to back it up before we go into the products, because last year when Sharon said, just do it, I said, no, because Sharon's always got another thing. Sharon's always got another product. It's like, okay, I've had enough products. I've got one product I swear by, which is based on DNA, and I love it. However, I fought Sharon. She goes, just do it for 90 days. I thought, oh, okay. So last summer, about a year ago, I started, and I thought, oh God, every day I checked off all my supplements. By day 45, I was done. I didn't want to do anymore. She goes, keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Then on day 84, not quite 90, I called Sharon and said, oh my God, I feel so good. She goes, Linda, it's 90 days. People, you'll clean out your body. You will detox what I call the schmutz, all the negative elements going through your tissues, your organs, your muscles, and you're replenishing it with nutrition and building up, just like Sharon's saying, even the serotonin in your gut, digestion.
And there's one more product that we didn't talk about that's in the 90-day gut cleanse, and that's to help get rid of the parasites. Now, so on day 11, you want to do the parasite cleanse for 10 days. So parasites live, we all have them. They live in your biofilm, and they absolutely thrive on glyphosate and
sugar,
heavy metals and sugar.
We're
getting rid of it, and so they're coming out looking for it. So that's when they get zapped. You take it for 10 days, you're off for 20, and then you take it for another 10 days because you want to get rid of the eggs that they laid. And then you want to do the parasite cleanse. I like to do it like 3 or 4 times a year, especially if you eat sushi, because
parasitical.
Pork, sushi, and farm-raised salmon are the big 3 of parasites.
I can see why a lot of people don't understand it, whether you're eating bacon, sausage, if you're eating sashimi, if you're eating sushi, if you're eating salmon. If you've been online lately on Facebook, they're showing at least 2 different foods of all the little microscopic bugs floating around and crawling on certain foods like noodles and cookies.
Oh,
and when it's under a microscope, you see what we're eating, and even on strawberries.
I'll tell you something. I don't even want, this is my nutrition. Anything else I eat is for fun. And a big proponent of this thing, and why I love it and why it's so different, is because these are the only nutritional foods that I know of that is grown in regenerative agriculture. So that's pretty powerful. There's a great film.
What does that mean for the average person listening or learning? What does that mean?
There's a great film that they can look at called Kiss the Ground. It's on Netflix, and their new one is called Common Ground, which is on regenerative agriculture and glyphosate. And to really understand what we're doing to our soil and how we can actually regenerate and save the earth is through regenerative agriculture. And people are waking up. It's incredible. I was a vegetarian and vegan and raw for over 40 years.
And you owned a restaurant.
I owned a raw food vegan restaurant. That's how much I believed in it. But I've changed my belief after doing a lot of research, and I do eat meat now. I'm saying it publicly for the first time.
No, but don't you feel better because it's in your blood? Some of us need to have certain proteins.
No, I feel better or I don't feel better because I feel really good. But I understand what it means to be eating, meat. I won't eat meat unless it's been grass fed and range free. I just won't. Um, but people like places like the vegan restaurant Juicy Ladies, they started carrying meat. So I go there once a week and I get a New Zealand bison burger that is absolutely delicious. And we've had a restaurant here called Sage, and
Yes.
going into she has the vegans are livid, but she did her research as well, and she's May 29th, they're starting to carry meat,
Yeah.
and they're calling it regenerative agriculture. She studied about regenerative agriculture. It's so much to go into about how the soil is and how it's worked, and you can see with no chemicals and no pesticides and no tilling, and how they work the soil. It's two incredible films. So one is Kiss the Ground that you can see now on Netflix, and we had a special screening of Common Ground last week. So Google Common Ground, and it's incredible information on Woody Harrelson's in it, and Laura Dern's in it, and Jason Momoa's in it, and we're
And they're all the environmentalists on top of it because they understand what it means.
Woody Harrelson has been a staunch vegan for years.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Things shift, things change, and you got to go with the flow. It's to be a staunch vegan. I mean, I was a staunch vegan.
Well, so was Gary, my friend Gary, who's up north, who you've helped sign up with the product, and he would not eat meat, but then he was having some cardiovascular issues, and he was having a vagal nerve problem, and they said, get back on protein. And he said, no, but now he eats bison, and he's feeling better because he needed the protein from an animal protein. There are certain proteins that the body needs. I don't like the slaughter of the animals. It makes me horribly upset what we do as humans for the livestock, but what they're sacrificing their lives for us to ingest and how we feel, that's the blessing. You got to find the balance. It's always about the balance.
Well, what's great about this program is that you can be a vegan on it. The owner of the company is a vegan, and that's why these aminos are incredible, because it's the finest protein you can put into your body. It's better than meat protein. So because it goes right to the muscles in 23 minutes, and you don't have to wait for the digestive process to happen. But yeah, there's no question that we're living in a toxic world, and the way it was 30, 40, 50 years ago, when I got cancer, is not like it is today.
And everybody's prone to something today, and the number one medical school discipline now is for oncology, because they're expecting more and more cancer patients than ever before. We know why cancer incidence is up, but let's not go on that topic on this show today. But more and more people are getting cancer, and more people are needing help. But people, if you're into prevention, like Sharon and I are, there are products to keep you healthy, detox, and prevent disease. Doesn't mean you won't, but we have products to help you be safer, cleaner, and healthier than without. Yeah. Go on. I found the book. Talk. Let me go get your book. I see it. Keep talking.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway, if you are interested in learning more, you can email me at livinghealth24@gmail.com. livinghealth24@gmail.com, and I can explain to you the program. And if you want to get it, I will give you a $120 discount code that you can put in there. And this whole thing is inexpensive, because you're going to do 2 green drinks a day with all of it. It's only $12 a day. And then the second and third month, it's $11 a day. because
That's a good point, but stop. Because when I tell people, the first thing they always want to know, not about how you're going to feel, how you're going to improve, how much is it? And then they hem and haw at the price. And it's not about the price. It's like, it's your health. It's your life. Without health, you don't have life. It's not the money.
Linda, I learned a long time ago, it's never a money issue. It's a priority issue, because that's, it's what value do you put into your health? And it's interesting because when I had my restaurant, I closed it, I got the juicers. And so I was juicing, and I tired after a week of my kitchen looking, because I have a white kitchen, looking red, yellow, and
Well, now it's green.
red, orange, and green, right? So then I started to a juice store, and I was getting, there's my book.
Here's Sharon's book. Look at all this. We'll go over that in a minute. Go on.
So
Got
then
the colors, the rainbow.
I started going to a juice place. I won't say the name, but after a few months, I just kind of asked. I just assumed it was organic. And I said, so this is organic? They go, oh, no, we can't afford to do organic. And I said, so I'm getting a concentration of pesticides? So then I started going over to Irwan, and I was getting 2 green drinks a day. And it wasn't even a power shake. It didn't have wheatgrass. It didn't have spirulina. It didn't have chlorella.
Stop. Their drinks that they have with all the different colors and flavors, it's 700 calories. I looked it up. I didn't know what I was drinking. I stopped getting them. The green drinks, the pink drinks, the brown drinks, all the different flavors.
It's
not what you think.
It was $30 a day for 2.
Yeah, there's 17. Yeah.
So this is $12 the first month, and then the second and third, it's 11. And then you can go on to maintenance, which is like once a day on the 4th month. But I'd say 8 out of 10 of my clients stay on, because there's other things. They just came out with a formula called for the pineal gland. I don't want to say the name of it. So they've been trying to get rid of our pineal gland and calcify our pineal gland. And the owner of this company has been working on a formula for the last 3 years, and it decalcifies the pineal gland. And it is absolutely.
So are you spinning with energy and insight now? Are you more aware? Are you feeling even stronger? The dog agrees. You're stronger and more aware. Okay, there's your answer.
But it's got haritaki, which is an Ayurvedic fruit. It's got Irish sea moss. Everybody's talking about that. Chaga. It's got turmeric and silergy extract. Which
I just ordered mine. It's on back order. It's so popular.
It came in and it went out. So it's incredible. Yeah, I feel really clear, and it's interesting because not only clear, but I had 3 crazy incidents yesterday that happened to me, and I just handled it so differently. I went, wow, that's not how I usually would get upset. I mean, just crazy things. My phone landlines went down, so I had to call Spectrum. My pool man never showed up after 3 weeks, and I had to get a pool man. And what was
You fell down.
Oh, that was last night.
Oh, sorry.
But there was.
But you're handling it more mature, more calmly. You're not blowing up. You're not overreacting. You're calmer in the events that are. I'm the same way.
Computer. I bought a computer cover, and trying to get it on, I snapped it and I broke the computer. So I had to go get and I would have been in a basket case, my computer. And I was so calm. Okay.
You're more accepting of what's going on in life, which is not always an easy day. There's obstacles and challenges. So now you're handling it better, where you're a lot more, okay, this happened and it's not about me. It just is. Or is it our age, or is it the product, or is it both? I think as we mature, we get a little more.
It's definitely not the
accepting,
because I know as I get older, I find myself more frazzled when situations come up.
More impatient.
What?
Do you get more impatient at times?
Not impatient, but more frazzled. Things.
Okay.
My nervous system. I don't like when anything
noise. You're sensitive. You're more sensitive.
Yeah, this was like so smooth, and easy. And okay, yeah, I broke my computer. Let me call a couple of people. Called Spectrum, got another pool man, and it just
I'm
flew.
losing your talk. So I don't know if it's where your microphone is, but come back because we're losing your audio.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Anyway, so yeah, I love this new, decalcification of the pineal gland. It's, in fact, they have a whole thing now. They've added it to one of the packages. It's extra, but so I'm putting my clients on the brain pack.
The brain pack. I love that. I love that. You have a birthday coming up, people. Sharon's a Taurus. She's got a birthday coming up.
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini, you're right on the other. We're in Taurus right now. I just had a birthday last night. But Sharon has a birthday coming up, and you're going to go visit your family. Is your whole family on the product?
All gifts. Yes.
Yours is in the closet.
I know, and I can't wait.
It'll go right behind you. So next time you're on the show, we can see it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it should go right there behind the chair. We'll figure out. We'll make a space on the shelf.
Yeah.
We'll declutter and clutter.
So, yeah.
Is your whole family on the product? All your kids and the grandkids?
My Austin family is on it. Actually, my daughter-in-law, she did a video. I couldn't believe it. She had Crohn's disease and in excruciating pain, and in 4 days, it went away. And my son in Nashville, he's more obstinate. He didn't want to, I'm a conspiracy theorist in his eyes, so. I asked him, would you try this? And he said, okay. So I'm going to take it in baby steps with him.
I understand. My family thinks I'm totally lunatical by talking about all this stuff, even though my degrees are preventative medicine. They do what they want. They heal themselves the way they do. They do their own practice. Sometimes you can't be the guru in your own hometown, but to others that respect you, that's fine. You have a large following. You've got a lot of people in all different levels of life and classes of life, and you're blessed with all of that. But again, people, if you're just joining the show, I'm Dr. Linda Salvin. This is Dr. Sharon Winters. I don't care what they say.
Doctor, I am not a doctor. I even though I had my degree and it says it, I'm not allowed to say that.
All right, but as long as you say comma.
I'm just a naturopath.
ND naturopath. That's the legalities of it, because my attorney looked it up.
I'm a naturopath. I just want.
Okay, you're a naturopath. Get her book. Start reading. Learn about toxicity. Learn how to cure yourself. What, this 500 and some odd pages is it? What, we've got almost 500 pages. And she covers everything. Go on.
It's 20 different chapters and 20 different areas of concern, from food that we eat, the water that we drink, which is because there's so many different concepts on water. I go through what is alkaline, what is structured, what is remote osmosis, and so I go through the different water factors. I have chapters on EMFs. I have chapters on vaccinations, what to do when you travel, what's under your sink, on cosmetics, on
You were ahead of your time. You were ahead of your time. You're even talking about plastics here on page 139, and now you're detoxing plastics, but you were ahead of your time. This book came out before it was popular for people to understand all this. I understood. You're lucky.
It was 30 years of research, and it took me 3 years to write it. So it was very intentional, because there's books on this and books on that. And I give you solutions at the end of each chapter. So, but I don't talk about any of this because this was written way before I even knew about this, or else it would have been in my book.
Everything gets edited. You might have a second edition coming out someday. You don't know what you're going to do. You got a long way to go, but you've got a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience. And again, let's bring it out. If people want to reach you off the air, where do they go on your AOL?
They can go to livinghealth24@gmail.com. livinghealth24@gmail.com.
If people are really resistant and they don't want to do it, and they've either got diabetes, they've got inflammation, they've got Crohn's, they've got
Hashimoto.
Hashimoto's. I was just saying, yeah, because Hashimoto's went right to the thyroid. People have a lot of autoimmune deficiencies, but they think, I'm not putting it down, that the endocrinologist or the immunologist or the cardiologist or one of the ologists always have the answer. Then they're getting loaded up on certain pharmaceuticals that actually don't help the organ or the tissue that has the problem. Then you come into a detox or a natural product like this, and all of a sudden there's a shift. How do you convince the skeptic, Sharon?
I don't convince anybody. I just educate. And a drug will never bring you back to a state of health.
No.
The medical profession just drugs and cuts. They treat the symptom and not the source. This gets to the source of why you have it. You don't go off of any medication. You never go off of, but you have to try to trade down as you support the body. And as the body is getting healthier, you're going to need less and less.
Exactly. And what the titrate means, people, is if you're taking a certain dosage up here, then you're going to introduce the drink. As you get healthier and stronger, you can ask your doctor to help you eliminate and decrease the dosage. So the dosage of the medication comes down as your health is going up with the product. And a lot of people find the balance, and they've actually detoxed and come off of a pharmaceutical drug. I'm not saying that as an MD. I'm not your doctor. Sharon's not your doctor. But people have eased out of one into another in a healthier state and see the results, feel the results, and promote the results. That's what we do as preventative medicine, preventative health educators.
Glyphosate, getting back to it, it's such a, Monsanto now has paid over 60 to 30 billion dollars on lawsuits because it's linked to kidney disease, diabetes, obesity, autism, inflammatory bowel disease, depression, ADHD, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, ALS, cancer, infertility, senile, dementia, multiple sclerosis. It's linked to all these, and they won't take it off the market because they'd rather pay the $30 billion in lawsuits. It's just, for them, it's just
nothing. It's chump change in comparison to the organization.
It's not the gluten, it's the glyphosate, because you can go to Italy right now and have pasta and you won't get bloated. I hear it all the time.
Because their soil is different, their food is cleaner. You come to the United States, everything's
they don't have glyphosate in there at this time. I mean, it's incessant. You spray this one field with glyphosate, and then the air is going to put it over to the other. When I opened up my raw food restaurant, it was a high end, so I wanted high quality wines, and I was looking at the organic wines up in Napa Valley, and even the organic wines in Napa Valley have glyphosate in it
because of the soil they grow the vines in.
Right.
So it's
all the wines that I carried were from Italy, Argentina, and I want to say France, France.
Yeah, a lot of us don't think that far out as to what it is. Oh, it's organic. Only 30% of all organic foods are literally really organic. Now, speaking of organics, we've also got appeal.
Get into appeal.
We think alike.
That's a whole
appeal, people, just so that you know, Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, Katy Perry, and other celebs put together about $7 million, created a new firm, new company to have organic sprays for the organic fields. But guess what? What's in it, Sharon?
Well, it's trans fats. It's got nail polish solvents, nail polish remover, mercury, but
acetone.
Because the way they developed it is to make the plants, the vegetables and fruits last longer. So in Europe, they will spray it on heavy things like that have skins, like avocados, bananas,
lemons,
oranges, pineapples, cantaloupes. But in this country, they're spraying it on everything, all organic, and they don't have to label it. And
No, but I
so
have seen the little labels on certain vegetables in the markets. They now, in some markets, I don't want to say who, they have a section that'll say appeal, and you can see their little sticker.
but Trader Joe's and Sprouts won't carry appeal, and there's other markets that won't, but Whole Foods, it's Amazon.
They're 30% organic anyway. They don't care. They're in for the profit. Hi, Chris. How are you? It's nice to see you. Just like Ayurvedic medicine, it's all natural. That's what it is. We try to stay as healthy as we can. And if you just joined the show, we're talking about a program that has 5 major products, primary products that you start in the morning when you wake up. And then there's a drink. And then there's a couple of tablets or capsules you take throughout the day. And one gets rid of the glyphosates, and another detoxes your parasites, another helps you sleep. And we're good. Thank you. The whole program's available, people. You do 90 days. Like I said earlier, I fought Sharon. I said, no, I'm not going to do this. No, I was adamant. No. And then after, like I said, at 84 days, I woke up one day and I was like totally clear in my brain. I was like, what is this? So I called Sharon.
There's a lot of Ayurvedic ingredients in these products, because the owner of the company is quite incredible. He has studied Ayurvedic, he studied Amazon, he studied Amazonian herbs, he studied Chinese herbs. So it's not just one thing, it's just like in the pineal product, one of the ingredients is harataki, which is a
mushroom, right? Is that the mushroom?
It's a herb originating from, it's a fruit. So it's been used in traditional Indian medicine for centuries.
I'm looking forward to getting my bottle. I think it's due to ship in 2 more weeks. Maybe it's back ordered. One of my products is being delivered today. I think FedEx is. I got the little memo that it's on its way.
So that's what I like about it is that it's not just because I was working with a Chinese company for 30 food grade herbs for the last 30 some years, and it was just Chinese herbs. But this is everything. It's not just one thing, and the body needs different things all the time. It's not just one thing.
And the older we get, the stronger we want to stay, the healthier we want to stay. We want to go through a lot of what's going on environmentally and politically and in the food industry, even on an airplane. We're exposed to so much contamination.
One of my dear friends is one of the leading Ayurvedic naturopaths in the country. She studied with 30 years ago, Dr. Lad, who brought Ayurvedic medicine to this. In fact, she was just with him in North Carolina.
I saw the pictures. We should bring her on the show one day.
She's great. Yeah. And she's implemented this whole program in her Ayurvedic practice. And again, she lives in Laguna, and she was all frazzled because she lived in a geodesic home, and she had to pack up, and they were selling it, so she had to move. And I just brought down my stuff. She goes, after I move, I'll look at it. And I made it, and you can tell. I mean, if you're intuitive, and she loves it. Her specialty, her favorite thing is the vanilla chai.
I've had the vanilla. I've had the chocolate protein. I've tried the there's what 30, 40 different products, not just the basic 5. Once you get into the website and you see all the different products, especially for your dogs and cats, they even have a product for your dog. It's everybody for your kids.
Dog formula and the cat formula, because they're getting glyphosate. It's in the food they're eating. It's on the grass they're walking.
So we're detoxing our animals, detoxing the family.
And we have something for children.
Yeah, the family pack. I've had that.
It's chocolate, and it's got equivalent to 1 serving of the glyphosate to removal in it. So because kids are getting it as well.
Of course, they're eating, and then especially if they're still into the junk food and what's going on with some of the fast food restaurants, and whether it's food or not, we don't know what they're serving. And their prices have tripled and the chemicals have tripled, and yet people still eat it. So if you're going to eat it, Detox your body so that you're healthier, people. We're almost out of time here, Sharon. What would you want to tell people to wrap it up besides how to contact you for this amazing? It's a 5-pack, people. There's the amino acids. You get the green drink. Just be careful because when you're scooping it out and you're putting it in the blender, I put a banana or some almond milk, and it'll splash sometimes. Like Sharon was saying, her white kitchen turns colors green, but you drink it twice a day, once a day. Eat your food. You're going to feel the energy.
This is not a takeaway program.
No, it's not about starving. It's not about drinking this only. It's adding to.
People don't realize that, being overweight is a starvation. We are starving anyway because we no longer get the nutrients that we need from the food that we eat. When I was born, a cup of spinach had 1,200 milligrams of iron. Today, it has 6. So I'd have to eat 1,200 more cups to get the same value as when I was born. So and that's because of our soil. That's why I want you to all watch Kiss the Ground and Common Ground, and email me. Let me know how you liked it. I want some feedback.
The show will be uploaded in about 72 hours. The new marketing team is going to promote a lot of this, and my webmaster is also Sharon's webmaster. So there's this whole new team where a lot of this will get out there probably by end of summer. It's going to take off on a whole new journey. Finally, all the content that we've built for the last 9-10 months is not gone. It's just we're evolving.
Gone, but not
I'm sorry?
Gone, but not forgotten.
Not correct. Just got to keep going. You don't give up. You just keep going. It's up and down and up and down. And if there's a passion and a belief, I don't give up. Sharon doesn't give up. And we're at the end of the show. Rebel, you want to pop up and say hi since you're doing the countdown there at 4 minutes? Come say hello to us.
Hello, y'all. It's been a great show. I am so excited about the new product. And I suggest that everyone actually listen to the things y'all are saying.
I think so.
And try the product.
Link. I think it's time you get on it, and then you can promote it, and you can help other people as well. I'll get you the link afterwards, or you can go to lindaself.com. Sorry?
Absolutely, always.
Rebel with a cause. Do you even know?
What did you say, Sharon? Wait, we're all.
I said, Rebel. Are you Rebel with a cause?
Yes.
Did you ever hear the film Rebel Without a Cause?
That was before my time, but I have heard it. Haven't seen it.
She's younger than us.
Doesn't matter. I was James Dean. I was a classic, Rebel Without a Cause.
No. I've heard of him. I've seen pictures. He was a very handsome man.
60s. Yeah, he was. He got killed in a sports car accident right here on Beverly Glen back in the 50s.
I don't think it wasn't the 50s.
60s. Right, early 60s, I think, in the sports car going up the hill. I was thinking of
East of Eden.
Haven't seen that one. I've always heard of it. I never watched it.
Giant. Oh,
all right. I'll go watch it. Maybe it'll be better than just streaming on Instagram. I thought about you yesterday, Rebel, because a friend of mine in Tennessee, who I grew up with here in Los Angeles, made a video of all the cicadas chirping away in the trees. And I thought of you because he showed us how loud and how noisy and how crickety those weird bugs are in Tennessee. And they're going to hit Louisiana, then they're going up to Michigan, or is it going to be in Michigan coming down now? What's the order? We don't even know. But I got a whole video and audio of the cicadas, and I thought of you.
Those things are terrible.
Yeah, they're ugly and they're noisy. We're at the end of the show. That's Rebel, who's with the station at Talk for TV. I'm Dr. Linda Salvin. My guest today is Sharon Winters. Sharon, please come back. Let's do this like every couple of weeks. We'll get it going again if you're okay on a Wednesday. When you're not traveling around the world and I'm not out of the country or doing what I'm doing, let's do some more. We can even take 1 or 2 of the products and focus on that specifically and help people. And maybe we can generate some phone calls so people want to start asking questions about how this really works. Again, you can go to Living Health. What's your website? Email?
My website is what is my wintersway.com, WYNTERSWAY.com. But if you want to get in touch with me, Living Health 24. That's because I was born on May 24th. livinghealth24@gmail.com.
Thank you very much, Sharon. Stay in the green room. I'll be right back. I'm Dr. Linda Salvin. This is the Psychic Solutions Podcast. We've been talking about healing your gut and cleansing your gut through detox. If you want more information, contact Sharon or me. I'm Dr. Linda Salvin. I'll be back tomorrow. I've got a guest who's going to be talking about his book that he wrote on interviewing 14 different men. My father was in that book, in those interviews. That's going to be with Don Avila. I'll talk to you later, everybody. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed Dr. Linda Salvin's Psychic Solutions podcast. You can reach Dr. Linda at 888-509-1077 or at lindasalvin.com. Need a breakthrough of your own? Ready for answers or insights nobody else has? Reserve your own one-on-one in-person chat. Dr. Linda isn't just for other people. Dr. Linda gets results for you. And it's easy. Contact details are on screen now. Just click on lindasalvin.com or call toll-free 888-509-1077. That's lindasalvin.com or toll-free at 888-509-1077.